traders signing up to the new scheme launching next month will need to demonstrate certain standards of customer service. Let's speak now to Rico Wojtulewicz, who is the National Federation of Builders. Afternoon to you, Rico.
Afternoon.
I hope I've said your name right. It's a bit like a doo-doo. It rolls off the tongue. Now, come on, let's get serious. There are some horrendous stories of cowboy builders, aren't there? Will this new scheme stop them?
No, but it will encourage more people to do the appropriate checks. So a lot of these schemes are already in place. You know, we're a trade federation. If you hire someone for the National Federation of Builders, you are going to get someone that does a good job. You are not going to get the pressure tactics. You're going to get that quote, that timelines when payments should be made. You're going to be able to ask as many questions as you like, and you're going to get a good service. The problem is, are cowboy builders going to sign up to this service? I doubt it.
Exactly. And I'm just getting mixed up. I'm going to be careful here because we are the BBC. But isn't there already a service? TrustyTraders.com and other Trusty Traders are available. Isn't there already a service like this?
Well, not in the same way. Look, the government is doing a good thing here, because we like to talk about, you know, I'm very lucky. I represent some of the best in class, and there is a really long tail in construction, and getting that long tail to be part of a scheme, especially one where paid in instalments is the standard practice, is going to be a great thing to happen. And so the government's going in the right direction, but it's not going to protect consumers in the way they would like them to be protected. And in our view, there are better ways to do that, and making sure that actually people are protected, but also the bad actors are highlighted and stopped from operating.
So, Rico, you know, what do you think needs to happen to make it a successful scheme?
So I think that the government needs to digitise, so that you're getting more companies on board and kind of understanding what's going on in the industry. But essentially, every building needs what's called a digital building passport, so that you know all about your building, but any work that's done is recorded, as well as the people doing the works, so that if that company keeps doing a bad job and it gets reported either by building control, other builders, or noted, and you can get someone in to do an inspection, then that company is investigated to either improve or be struck off. We've got to know what works are going on, and currently we don't. And there's a good reason for this. Is what you also end up doing is you almost create a penalty for people that then employ rogue traders, cowboy builders that do things at a cheap price. Because when it comes to selling your house, and the solicitor does the checks and goes, and the surveyor comes in and goes, why is this not recorded? Why is that not recorded? Suddenly, the person buying your house will offer 10, 20, 30,000 pounds less, and there's your penalty. So we need to nudge people in the right direction. As an industry, we don't mind that, because that sort of approach with a digital building passport lets the best rise to the top and shines a light on the worst performers. And that's what we've got to do.
You see, where were you when I needed my kitchen sorted? Where were you, Rico, when I got...
Well, that's the point. You didn't look at the National Federation of Builders, and had you'd be sorted.
Oh, that's telling me it's too late now, after I've shelled out for the 8th time with the dodgy cupboards. Rico, thank you very much. Can I quickly ask, it's Bank Holiday Monday. Loads of people are going to be doing DIY. Should we just do everything ourselves, or should we find someone that could do the job?
Well, look, so I've done a lot of work on my property. I think you can do a mix. And if you're unsure about anything, look up something called building control and see what needs to be recorded via or inspected via building control at your local authority, basically. If it doesn't need to, then there's a good chance you can maybe work out how to do some of it. But if it does need to, then you really need to kind of do a lot more research or employ someone to do it. But look, it's a mix of things. And again, speak to a company and have a good chat with them, ask them questions. And if a company then tells you and has a good conversation about what can be done and what can't be done, at least you know you're on the right track and you're not going to get screwed over.
Rico Wojtulewicz from the National Federation.
It's a hard one.